Before we dive in, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever had the strange feeling that you're being watched even when you're just sitting at home, relaxing in your favorite chair, maybe sipping a cup of tea or watching television? That little chill down your spine, that quiet suspicion that someone or something is observing you? Well, let me tell you something. If you've ever had that thought, you might not be imagining it. In fact, in today's world, it's more real than most people realize, especially for seniors who grew up in a time when privacy meant closing your door, drawing the curtains, and locking the front gate. That used to be enough, but today it's no longer that simple. Technology has crept into nearly every corner of our lives, often disguised as convenience or entertainment, but underneath, it's quietly tracking us, monitoring us, and in some cases, even recording us. What shocks most seniors is that it isn't happening just in obvious ways, like when you log onto a computer or pay with a debit card. It's happening in places you'd least expect. Your living room, your pocket, the store down the street, even in your own kitchen. Today, I'm going to take you through 5 everyday places where seniors are being watched, tracked, or recorded without even realizing it. By the end, you'll not only understand how it's happening, but you'll also know how to protect yourself. And I'll tell you now, the 5th one, the one I saved for last, shocks even the most privacy-conscious people, the ones who already think they're careful. That one really opened my eyes. But before we get there, I need you to do something for me. Hit that like button so more seniors like us can learn about this before it's too late. Make sure you're subscribed if you care about protecting your privacy and independence. And in the comments, let me know, have you ever had a device in your home suddenly speak up or respond when you weren't even talking to it? Have you ever caught technology listening when you didn't expect it? You wouldn't believe how many people have. Let's start with something that feels innocent enough. Your television. For many seniors, the TV's a faithful companion. We grew up with those old box sets where you'd get up, twist a dial, maybe adjust the antenna with some tin foil if the picture got fuzzy. They didn't ask much of us, and they certainly weren't listening to our conversations. But today's smart TVs are completely different. They're basically powerful computers that just happen to have a big screen. They connect directly to the internet, and that internet connection isn't one way. It doesn't just bring shows and movies to you, it also sends information back. You might wonder, what kind of information could a TV possibly send? More than you'd ever imagine. These devices keep track of every single show you watch, how long you watch it, what time of day you watch it, and how often you pause or rewind. It may sound harmless, but little by little, it builds a digital picture of your daily routine. What time you wake up, when you usually settle down for the night, what kind of content interests you, even your political leanings based on the channels and programs you follow. And then there's the part that makes my skin crawl. Many smart TVs come with built-in microphones and cameras. Some allow you to video chat with family. Others let you control things with your voice. But here's the problem. Those microphones and cameras don't always stay off when you think they are. There have been cases where TVs collected audio snippets, even when people weren't actively using the feature. Manufacturers always say it's for improving user experience. But let's be honest. Those recordings can also be analyzed, sold to advertisers, or stored who knows where. Now imagine this. You're sitting in your living room, talking on the phone with your granddaughter about her college tuition, or maybe with your doctor about test results. You don't think twice about it because you're at home in your safe space. But if your TV's privacy settings weren't properly adjusted, that information might not be as private as you think. It's like having an uninvited guest sitting quietly in the corner of the room, listening to every word. And that, my friends, is just the TV. Let's move to something even closer to us, something most of us carry around every single day, our smartphones. For seniors, smartphones are more than just gadgets. They're lifelines. They let us call our children, play games, look up recipes, even track our medications or bank accounts. But every app you download can be a doorway into your private life. Free apps are the worst culprits. A weather app might seem harmless, but when you install it, it might ask for permission to track your location, not just once, but all the time. A flashlight app doesn't need to know who you're calling, yet many ask for access to your contacts, your messages, even your microphone. And the moment you hit accept, thinking it's just part of the process, you've given them permission to follow you. That's why so many people have had the experience where you casually mention something, like needing new shoes or wanting to visit Florida, and suddenly ads for it pop up everywhere. That's not coincidence. Many apps are quietly listening, monitoring, and then feeding that data into advertising networks. Even worse, some of those apps have weak security. Hackers can slip in, and suddenly your age, your address, your daily routines, and even your health details are floating around for scammers to use. For seniors who are already prime targets for fraud, that's terrifying. Let's step outside the house for a moment. Because the world around us is covered in cameras, far more than most people realize. When you walk into the grocery store, when you visit the bank, when you simply drive through town, chances are you're on camera. Security cameras used to just record grainy video for safety, but today they're often equipped with facial recognition technology. That means they can identify you, track where you go, and connect your face to databases without you ever giving permission. Think about that. A senior attending Sunday service at church, visiting the pharmacy for a prescription refill, or simply meeting a friend at a cafe, those movements can be logged, tracked, and stored. In some places, those systems are even tied to marketing platforms, meaning your trip to the store could trigger ads before you even get back home. And here's the unsettling part. Most of the time, you have no idea where that footage goes, how long it's stored,